This bout is set at 160 pounds and scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. In the red corner, we have Jontae War Machine McCowan taking on Princeton Jackson. In the blue corner, red shorts, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Frank McCowan. The action for you here, Frank and Princeton taking the center of the cage early. Straight in on that takedown attempt. When you're in there, and I don't know if you can speak via experience, Frank, but when you know each other so well, I mean, these have had 6 months of solid training together, round after round in different positions, grappling on a daily basis almost. When you know each other that well, kind of when you step in there, do you think there's a mental edge for one of the fighters? Does one of the guys know, look, I've got you in this side? And
it goes two ways. One, you're right. You kind of know, especially with the guy who's getting the upper hand most of the time in practice, there's a level of comfort of going, all right, I know that I nailed this move, I go through. But then also, too, look, the more you train with somebody, the more that gap closes. I've seen guys in the gym all the time, they don't understand that. They sit there and go, well, I train with A fighter all the time, and, you know, I smash B fighter. That's like, well, yeah, but A fighter, you've closed the gap on. He was better than you, but you made it a much more difficult fight because you learned his moves. He goes with somebody else and completely blows a guy out of the water maybe that you have a difficult time with. Nice rolling knee bar.
Yeah, he loves a knee bar. Like I said, caught Sean O'Malley with that technique.
Jackson's doing a good job of keeping him off of him, though. Right now, that's, you know, keeping McCowan off of him. Yes, Jackson. It's by hitting the knee bar, being on the bottom. As long as your opponent can't rotate on top of you and build that base, it could be successful. Even if you're not successful with the limb, you want to make sure to see how right now he's got him stretched out. Right now, McCowan's having a hard time building his base up. If McCowan can get his other knee underneath of him and build his hips on top of, that's when this, see those punches? See, now he's building a base, he's grabbing a neck, got his legs under him. That's when going for the knee bar can become dangerous. And the difference between no-gi or especially no point or submission-only grappling that doesn't punish you for it, it's like, well, you know, when we can lay knuckles on somebody, you might not go for that same maneuver.
Yeah, you saw there a quick reaction from Princeton on the bottom. Now you have Jontae on his back. And one of the key things for understanding just how high level their grappling is there was Princeton's composure in that position, right, Frank?
Yes, because he was stretched out there. He was on a hip. That's not a good sign. That's, you know, that's you're in danger right now. He's rotating through again. They're a good job of fighting back, keeping good pressure, keeping his hips under him there for Jackson. Excuse me, for McCowan. And looks like he can feed that crossface. If he can get a hold of that tricep, he may not be able to push, you know, Jackson to his back so he can get him to stop attacking that leg. And right now, though, Jackson doing a good job. Used his head there actually to clear the wrist, which just shows you again that's smart grappling. People don't realize that their neck, their head, it's a fifth limb. You know, you can use it to establish pressure, create frames, pin things down there. He used it to clear a wrist. Hey, going back to what we talked earlier about the training, and then so there's a familiarity sometimes when you see the same person all the time that can allow for comfort also. That, you know, I see guys all the time in the gym, you know, they train with somebody new, the heart rate goes through the roof because it's unfamiliar, it's unknown. Here, all of a sudden, you're facing a guy you've sparred with for 6 months, for a year. There's a comfort level. They're like, oh, I kind of know you.
Solid right hand connection there from Princeton Jackson. Oh, a nice over the top left hand as well. Faked the level change, came over the top, and now in on the clinch.
Now, that was a nice transition of just good mixed martial arts skills. He made it look like he was going to take a shot, came over the top of the left hand, ended up then going in for a body lock, taking the back. He has the leg reaped over the side, locking up. He can use that to try to feed up. If he can control something on the left side of McCowan, he might be able to pull himself up onto the back, but right now, a nice little mat return.
Oh. Works his way nice and now drops. Tries to set that rolls with Jontae well, but Jontae comes out the back door.
Armbar.
The threat with the armbar. Wow, what a scramble.
He's got to get the other leg over the top. Right now, he's more of a triangle almost. And he's pushing hard, but because of the angle, he might have a hard time securing the full armbar. But he could turn this into a triangle attempt. Yeah. He's got a reverse triangle right now if he wants to, but again, beautiful here. Great transition. This is fighting. He's using a lock, a hold, and if McCowan can't get out of this position and keeps eating these shots, this could be very detrimental towards the fight.
Yeah, and only 15 seconds now. McCowan looking to survive them. But the scramble, Frank, the scramble. It looked like McCowan had come out the back door, but as he did, Great work from Princeton to lock up that arm.
He's going to lock up the Kimura. He's trying to get under the mat right now. The gloves are making it a little bit difficult. If he had no glove on, he'd have the Kimura already.
Wow.
Slipping it in there.
What a high-level contest we are seeing unfold.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored the bout even at 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Princeton Jackson.